One, two, one. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. Welcome. So, I am doing something that probably many people have done already, but right, I think I want to do this with you guys, right? Because lately I feel like I've been in the mood of learning new things as a man. Or if you're a lady, learn new things as a lady because maybe you want to be independent yourself. But as a man, I feel like this is very important. I know, I think everybody should know this, but as a man, you should definitely know this. Right? So I came up with the idea since it's day 1 of August and we started a new month, new season of ourselves, right? Learn something new every day that a man should know. Or if you're a lady, of course, if you're independent, maybe this will be helpful for you too. Okay? So, I am watching this video and there are 42 things on here. 42. I am going to learn 30 of the 42 on there, or at least try to get to 42. Maybe like learn two things at a time. But my thing is, I want to be an expert at it. Okay. So it's not just learn it, oh, just forget it. No, we're going to do it until we understand it. And then when we understand it, now I can master it. I can teach it to somebody else. So what I have learned so far today is learning how to do not, on a rope, right? It it might come as a use for you later in life where maybe you're helping set up and somebody says, hey, tie a knot. You were like, oh, boom, boom, done. How do you do that? How'd you know that? I was just, some people take Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, but I never taken that. I actually did, but I was too lazy to read. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the video and we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna turn on the video that I was watching right now. It's on my phone, but I'll let you guys see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yes. As well, as well. Okay. I have ChatGPT. All right. So we're gonna ask a question. We're gonna do it, and then we're gonna see what it's useful for. Now, da-da. So let's see. Okay, so the first thing that we learned today, oops, was bowline top knots, right? So, what bowline knots super handy for rescuing, working, sailing, or trying to tie something without tying it or crushing it. Now, I'm using ChatGPT because I wanted to know if there was something uh, that it's more useful for because I really don't know. I never really dug into knots, but this is very interesting. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do the bowline knot. All right, so the bowline knot. First and foremost, you're gonna just turn your rope like this. So basically, you want to have your rope open like this, and then you want to have a piece of end. So you're gonna take that piece of end, you're gonna slide it underneath okay, underneath that loop, or what they call the rabbit hole. And then you're gonna take that piece in, and you see this, you see these two ropes? So you see these two ropes, you're gonna wrap it around underneath, right? Underneath those that line, the right side. Not the left side, the right side. You can, I don't think it matters. You can do the right side or the left side. Let's do the left side because maybe I'm contradicting myself. So you're gonna do let's do the left side. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap it. Dun, dun. You're gonna wrap it right. This left side, wrap it around, and then you're gonna put it right through. Okay? And then what it's gonna happen is you're gonna grab not the string itself, not the let's try this again. All right, boom. Okay. You got the little loop. All right, you start with that. Then you grab your end, this end here. You're gonna go underneath. Boom. Okay. Say if you go all the way. Okay, you go all the way, and now you're gonna go. You see this one line right here? You're gonna go around it, and then you're gonna take this end and put it back over it. Okay. So now what's gonna happen is now you got room to mess with. So now you see how like I'm adjusting it to where I want it. So let's say let's adjust it. All right, let's adjust it to here. Okay, now you adjust it. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this and then you're gonna grab this end. And then you're just gonna tie it. And what you got now, it's a bowline knot. Hold on, wait. Wait. Did I do it right? Yo, I'm fucking up. Where's my soundboard? I am fucking up. You know, do I have a soundboard, yo? I do. I do. Where is it? Let's see. Thought I had a soundboard. Yeah, let's take a look at apps here. Anyways, I'm fucking up. I'm teaching y'all wrong. And I apologize. I promise I do have it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do this again. Boom. You gotta turn it. Okay. Let's do the end pretty close so y'all can see. Loop it. Boom. You're gonna go under, over, then under again. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna tie this, okay, like this. And now you just grab this rope and this rope, and now what you got is a bowline knot. Okay, this thing is not going anywhere. You can pull it, shrug it, right? Say if you need to pull somebody, say, hey, they're drowning, whatever, quote unquote, boom. They grab onto this. Say if you need to tie it around their body, you need to pull them up. Now you got it down. Now this thing ain't going nowhere. I'm pretty sure it can handle over 500 pounds. Like I'm not even kidding. Now this one, I thought this one was cool. So you're gonna use your hand. You're gonna wrap around it twice. 1, 2. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this one. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna grab the middle, go over. Okay. And now you're gonna grab this one under, and you're just gonna pull this. Okay, there we go. Boom. And now you have what is called a butterfly loop. I done messed that up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me make it more cleaner. I done it like 3-4 times. So actually this is my second time doing it. All right. We're gonna watch the video. I'm just showing you guys what I've learned so far. Okay. So it's 1, 2. Okay. You grab the middle, put it over the top. Okay. Okay. And then the new bottom. I'm sorry. The bottom goes to the middle. The new bottom. Okay, let's go back again. You wrap around, you got 3 lines. The bottom goes to the middle. Okay. The new bottom goes to the top. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just pull on this. And then what you got is a beautiful butterfly loop. Okay. So I know that took me like, how long was that? God, 12 minutes. Anyway, it took me 12 minutes to teach you guys how to do a bowline knot and a butterfly loop. Okay.
Of rope, you might think to use a square.
So I'm gonna show you guys the video that I've been watching. Boom. All right. So I don't have 2 rope. I do not.
Or not, which I do sometimes. It's not a big deal, but technically a cheap bend is better in case you have different sized rope. Yeah, this won't slip where a square knot could if they're really different sized ropes. Taut line hitch. This is good to have an adjustable loop.
All right. So, all right. So I'm loosening this up now. Let me see. Maybe I do have another rope here. No, I don't. Not this current moment. Anyways, I guess today we're just gonna learn 4 of the loops. Whatever. All right. So the taut line hitch. This is the third one that we're learning today.
At the end of your
So here we go. I've been reading it and I've been watching it. So it says wrap the working end of the rope around a fixed anchor like a tree or pole. So I have my table right here. I have my table right here. I'm gonna wrap it around this thing. So if you got your rope, grab your rope right now. All right, so you're gonna wrap it around a fixed anchor like a tree. Boom. And then, oh, maybe I'm gonna show you guys since we're doing it. Y'all see the whole setup. All right, so wrap it around fixed anchor like a tree or pole. This is how y'all got it, right? And now you're gonna pass the work end, which this end here, the working end, over, and then wrap it around twice. So you're gonna pass it over, and then wrap it around twice. 1, 2, boom. I wrap it around twice, okay? And then the standing line. So wrap it around twice, the standing line. This is the standing line, you wrap it around twice. And then moving back towards the anchor. Okay. So look, I'm gonna show y'all again. Okay. Boom. And then you wrap around twice the standing line. 1, 2. Okay, so I wrap around twice. Make a third wrap around the loop away from the anchor. Make a third wrap outside. Make a third wrap on the outside of the loops away from the anchor. Hold on, guys.
Your rope. So now if it's under, you'll use the rope if you put the damaged part in a butterfly loop. So now this rope is just as strong as it was, but if you had a little cut, you might think to use this case you have different taut line hitch.
All right.
This is good to have an adjustable loop at the end of your rope.
Okay, I need some room. All right, so 1, 2. And then make a third wrap around outside of the loop.
This is good to have an
Wrap.
adjustable loop at the end of your rope.
Okay, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Let's try this again. Okay, so he says wrap the working end around the rope like a fixed anchor. Pass the working end over, then wrap it twice around the standing line. Pass the working end over. So he said pass it over, and then the standing line would be here, I'm guessing. 1, 2. Because there should be 2 loops around here on this thing right here, if I'm not mistaken. And then moving towards back the okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make the third wrap or outside of the loops away from the anchor. Okay.
So now,
So is it this? And pull the working end tight to secure the loops. So you got a adjustable. And this thing ain't going nowhere, gang.
if it's under tension, it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it,
Perfect for if you find a mirror.
Boom. Adjust it to your liking. Boom. All right, I know how to do this. And then at the end of this, we're going to go over all the ones that we learned. And this is actually pretty easy. It ain't going nowhere. All right, so to go over the table of contents. All right, so what's going to happen is you're supposed to go over this, okay? And then you're going to go do 2 loops, 1 and then 2. Really, we need some room around here, but that's okay. And then, yeah, we need some anchor. Okay, boom. Let's get some going here. All right, so we got some rope here. 1, 2. There should be 2 of them here. All right, so you see these 2 lines right there, boom. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here underneath and pull. And now, wait. All right, now you have an adjustable. That's supposed to be like a little knot there. There we go. All right, so that it's not moving anywhere anymore. I think I messed up. It's all right. We're learning here. Okay. So
on an island. Yeah.
But then if you slide
all right. So we have two loops. Make a third wrap. Anchor. And a pull away from anchor. So this but it's suggesting. So that's definitely wrong. We're learning, guys. Okay. Don't get on my head. So I want to make sure I'm doing this right because maybe one day I'll have to use
at the end of your different size ropes. Taut line hitch. This is good to have an
over. And then
adjustable loop at the end of your rope.
okay.
So now if it's under tension,
nice.
it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it,
Perfect for if you find a mare on an island.
it won't move.
Yeah.
You have an adjustable loop at the end of your rope. So now taut line
You
hitch.
see that right
This
there,
is good
y'all?
to have an adjustable loop at the end of your rope.
Which okay, that's what he's doing.
So now if it's
See, we're doing that wrong, y'all.
under tension,
nice.
it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it,
Perfect for if you find a mare on an island and you need to make like a lead.
trucker's hitch. Somebody in our camping video said, "Hey, nice trucker's hitch," and that meant a lot. Really good for like in our camping
Mare.
tent hitch. This is good to have an
Okay, how come this is so simple but so hard? All right, so y'all seen it. Okay, y'all seen it with your own eyes. I will be working on this until I get it right. Okay, so boom.
adjustable loop.
Wrap the working end. Pass the working end over. You know, it's crazy. We had it the first time. Let's see.
At the end of your rope. Ropes. Taut line hitch. This is
Okay. So he is actually going under and over.
good to have an
Under, over, under.
Adjustable loop at the end of
Let's see.
your rope. So now if it's under 10,
Okay. But I can adjust it to. Can I adjust it to my liking?
it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it,
Perfect for if you find a mare on an island and you need to make like a lead.
trucker's hitch. Somebody in our camping video said, hey, nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for like if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. As you pull,
I really want to test this by going here. You know, it's actually no. That is not working. Because I don't know what I did wrong. So here.
you've got like a ton of video said, hey,
And you need to make like a lead.
trucker's hitch.
For if you find a mare on an island.
But then if you slide it,
I have the 2 loops. Make a third wrap. Well, on the outside. Outside of the loops. I feel like I'm doing this shit wrong.
Perfect.
different size ropes. Taut line hitch. This is
Because from what I'm seeing, okay, this is going to be good for my brain. All right, what I'm seeing is you have the anchor. Okay, he's grabbing his working end, he's bringing it under. Because I see this. Okay.
good to have an
And it looks like he went under this.
adjustable loop.
That's definitely 2. Okay. I think we did it right, guys. Wait, never mind. I spoke too soon. Thought I had it for a second. that it's moving.
At the end of your rope. So now if it's under tension, this is good to have an adjustable loop at the end of your rope. So now if it's under tension,
nice.
it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it,
Perfect for if you find a mare on an island and you need to make like a lead.
trucker stage,
Alright.
somebody.
Find a
If it's under tension, it won't move.
If it's under, adjust the tension by sliding the knot along the standing line closer. Adjust the tension by sliding the knot along the standing line closer or farther from the anchor. Maybe pull the working end tight to secure. Oh, secure the loop. So I gotta pull it tight to secure the loop. So it says tight, y'all. That's the one step I didn't do. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. All right, yeah, I think I figured it out, y'all. Cause I okay. I think I got it, y'all. Ah, okay. All right, so it only took me like 5 minutes to understand that subject. I can be a very slow learner sometimes. Maybe this 30-day lesson fee here will help me become better at reading and following directions and comprehending, or just simple reading instructions and basically doing it. Okay, so I'm going to help you guys understand what I did. So I have the anchor. You probably can't see, but so essentially it's going under instead of over, right? Under, I did one loop here, another loop here, and it's going to go around it. And then what's going to happen is you're going to just tie that part right here. And now it's tight, but the thing is, the thing ain't going nowhere, okay? But if you need to adjust, hold on. I tie it extremely tight. So it's not going to adjust. I'm fucking it up. Okay. So, sorry guys. Boom. You have your 2 knots right there. And what's going to happen is you're going to go under, and then you're going to slide, basically tie this tight. So, right? Boom. You're going to go, oops. You got to have 2 loops around it. And then you're going to go under, over. And then what you're going to do is slide this up, under, over. And then you're going to make this tight. It says make it tight. And now this thing shouldn't move, but it freely moves wherever you want to. So if you need to make it shorter, you can. It's not moving. Make it longer, you can. It's not moving. I like the top line hitch because maybe I might need to adjust something and it might come in use one day. Yeah, I don't know when to use the tie line hitch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Finally got
Then
it.
if you
After
slide
how
it-
long, y'all?
Perfect for if you find a mare
Maybe
on an
30
island
minutes.
and you need to make like a lead.
Trucker's hitch. Somebody in our camping video said, hey, nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for, like, if you were putting something on a truck and you wanted
All right. Before we watch the video, create a loop in the middle of the rope using an 8-figure knot. All right. So this one I'm figuring 8-figure knot. That's what he means.
hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for
So create a loop in the middle of the rope using an 8-figure knot. Airplane butterfly are similar to a fixed knot. Okay. Pass the working end of the rope through the anchor port. Pass through like a stake or ring. Thread the working end back through the fixed loop to create a pulley effect. So I'm going to thread the back end through the fixed loop to create a pulley effect. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. Now, pull the rope tight to achieve a mechanical advantage and tension. Okay. Secure the working end.
like if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. As you pull, you've got like a ton of leverage. Dang, dude, you're really going for it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like this and push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull this and it'll all come apart.
Run free, mare!
5 knots.
5 knots.
Easy. And it'll all
You do?
a ton of leverage. Something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. As you
Okay. Maybe I did that wrong. Let's try this again.
pull, or somebody in our camping video said, hey, nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for
So, boom, it starts with this. Okay.
like if you were putting some hey, nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for like
Boom.
if you were putting something on a truck.
Okay. So, boom, it goes like this. And then you take the working end, you pass, create a loop, boom, and then you pass the working end of a rope. You create a loop in the middle of the rope using a figure knot, airplane or similar to a fixed knot. And then you're going to take the working end and pass through like an apron point, which I'm doing right now.
And you want to tighten it down. As you pull, you've got like a ton of leverage. Dang, dude, you're really going for it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like this and push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull this and it'll all come apart.
Run free, mare!
5 knots.
5 knots.
Easy.
Number 29.
This and push it through. Dang, dude. As you pull a lot. Trucker's hitch. Somebody in our camping video said, hey, nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for like
I think they shouldn't have skipped it. I guess it's a very quick video, but you know, sometimes I can be very slow. All right, so boom, I'm gonna put it in the middle.
if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down.
Okay, so I guess I can see what he's doing. So here you have the hitch, and then boom. Okay, and now you're gonna take this. Because you see how it is creating a pulley effect. Let's see it right there. It's like what the. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out right now. So this is a longer video than I thought. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
As you pull, really good for like if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. And that meant a lot. Really.
All right, so I'm gonna take this slow. Okay. So, boom. It's the opposite way. Boom. Because the string is going like this is going like this is going over this way. Okay. Not like it matters. Anyways, it's going this way instead.
Really good for like if you were
And he's taking this.
putting something on a truck. And you want to tighten it.
I don't understand.
And that meant a lot. Really good for like if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. As you pull, you've got like a ton.
So from what I'm seeing right now, he has a loop and there's an extra string going this way.
ton of leverage. Dang, dude, you're really going for it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like this and push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull this and it'll all come apart.
Run free, mare!
Okay, I don't think I fully understand the fucking trucker hitch.
As you pull,
I'm missing something, y'all. I am missing something, and something is missing. I'm not even kidding. Like, something's missing, trucker. Not even kidding, y'all. Whoa, that's it.
Minute, I'm going to show you the 2 knots you need to know to tie down any load. Here's how most people tie the first knot. They put the rope through and then they just start making tangles until it looks like something that won't come undone, and they hope for the best. Now here's how you should be doing it. This knot is called a GE. Now watch what I do here. I'm going to come from underneath, bring some of the rope back, then pinch it with my fingers, fold this end over. Now I'm going to wrap it twice around those 2 lines and put a loop through, and that's it. Then I'm going to pull it tight against the trailer. We've got our hitch over there, so we come across.
So, a tie-off point. Okay.
The trucker's hitch is truly one of the best knots you can learn. It's easy to tie and has a ton of practical uses. Along with an easy quick release, it boasts a mechanical advantage, which essentially multiplies your strength, and that's why it's so popular in the outdoors community for rigging canoes and gear to trucks and getting the perfect tension on tarps, as well as an auto-locking method that for me is a pretty big game changer. So starting with the base.
Okay. So, I got it down, y'all.
of rope. You might think to use a square knot, which I do sometimes. It's not a big deal, but technically a cheap bend is better in case you have different size rope. Yeah, this won't slip where a square knot could if they're really different size ropes. Taut line hitch. This is good to have an adjustable loop at the end of your rope. So now if it's under tension, it won't move.
Yeah.
But then if you slide it.
Perfect for if you find a mare on an island and you need to make like a lead.
Trucker's hitch. Somebody in our camping video said, hey,
So it took me, I don't know, 10,000 years. Trucker hitch. So you're gonna go in the middle of your line. Well, really, if you want to be very particular or something. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna push this rope, and it's basically you're gonna tie it down. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna do something like this. It has to be wrapped around something, right? And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna pull on this. I'm really going for it, huh, y'all?
Nice trucker's hitch, and that meant a lot. Really good for, like, if you were putting something on a truck and you want to tighten it down. As you pull, you've got like a ton of leverage. Dang, dude, you're really going for it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like this and push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull this, and it'll all come apart.
Run free, mare!
5 knots.
5 knots.
Easy.
Number.
Apart.
Run free, mare!
Through. Dang, dude, you're really going for it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like this.
So you got this, and you take a loop like because you got the extra loop. So you have the loop and you have this.
And push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull.
Yeah, you know what I do?
Just take.
So you have the rope, the swing, you have this, and then of course this pulling on this. Let's flip this around. Okay. Let's say it was on this side, okay? Let's flip-flop this. Boom. Boom.
Take a loop like this.
But what I'm trying to figure out is what loop is he using? Because this is that. So what loop is he using?
And push it through. And then if you want to release, you just.
Is he using the back end of the loop? I'm not understanding. Because you have this loop here, and then tied another string, then the string that is pulling on it, which is there.
Yeah, you know what I do?
You just take a loop like. this.
Okay. I'm going to assume that this is the loop.
Push it through. And then if you want to release, you just pull this and it'll all come apart.
Run free, mare.
5 knots.
5 knots.
Easy.
Number 29. Learn how to give constructive feedback.
Okay, I'm still on this goddamn loop shit. Because I'm not understanding. Like, where is this loop coming from? Alright, let's just say this end was tied. What tie should I do? The bow tie? Do the bow tie. Alright, let's say this was tied down. Okay, leverage. Got it. Thing is, I think in order to make that happen, that has to be over, right? And then this goes under.
Number 29. Learn.
And push it through. And then if you want to release, you just
I'm not understanding this fucking knot.
Yeah, you know what I do?
It's driving me insane that I can't fucking see it.
Because it's a good application, so I'm just going to show it to you. And you want to tighten it down quite a lot. This kayak, a lot of people down and they'll try to like super tight. Not a trucker's hitch. Basically, you take the rope, twist it like so, and then come back up through with a little bit of rope. Kind of tighten that thing down just a little bit. So you have that loop, which is easily pulled out if you want, right? And then you're going to take the leading edge through your hook on the car, put it back through that hole, and then you can just crank that puppy all the way down. That's pretty good, tight enough for my kayak to stay on. Now I'm gonna finish that off with 2 little half hitches here. Keeps that tight. And then 1 more, make sure it stays on. There you go, that's your trucker's hitch. I use that knot, stays on. Now I'm gonna finish that off with 2 little half hitches here. Keeps that tight. And then 1 more, make sure it stays on. There you go, that's your trucker's hitch. I use that knot all the time. One of my top 3 knots. All right, stay tuned for the next video.
Awesome sauce. Okay, now I got a good understanding what the fuck is happening. Okay. So let's say if this was tied down back over there. All right, so now pull on this. Got that. Now this is 1/2 inch tie there, and another 1/2 inch. Honestly, yeah, that thing ain't going no fucking where. Okay. That is what you call it. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's
They'll just, you know, wrap the rope around, and they'll try to like tie some hitches or something in the rope. But the problem is that then it's still not super tight. That's why you tie a trucker's hitch. So to do that, you need to tie a little knot up in the top, and I like to tie a slip knot, which is the best way I think to tie a trucker's hitch. Basically, you take the rope, twist it like so, and then come back up through with a little bit of rope, kind of tighten that thing down just a little bit. So you have that loop, which is easily pulled out if you want, right? And then you're gonna take the leading edge through your hook on the car, put it back through that hole, and then you can just crank that puppy all the way down. That's pretty good, tight enough for my kayak to stay on. Now I'm gonna finish that off with 2 little half hitches here. Keeps that tight. And then one more, make sure.
I am going to go here and do something special. I'm gonna do a bowline knot here. And what's gonna happen is I'm going to go around. And now we have ourselves a beautiful that thing ain't going nowhere. But I will. So if I'm like tying down my car or tying down something to travel, save some air and time. I think this would be very, very useful. Especially if I want this to happen. So save. I want to get this real tight, okay? It's there. It's tight. I think that's tight enough. Honestly, I don't think that's going anywhere. But like, I think I like the idea of just pulling it and it's done. I'm done. I don't like this knot though. So if I'm like traveling, I want to be able to, manage my shit. Okay. Say for this next trip, I want shit tied down. Right. So you gotta go. We learned the bowline knot. We learned the butterfly knot. We learned the hitch. The hitch, tight hitch knot. So honestly, we can do the tight hitch knot, but that's adjustable. We kind of just want it to stand still. So what is going to happen is I am going to go this not manageable at all. Okay. All right. So um how about this? What if I do it like this? If I do this. Y'all don't want to see what I'm doing. If I do this. Middle is gonna go top. Oh wait. The bottom is gonna go in the middle. The new bottom is gonna go to the top. It's not good. It's actually not. What if I'm tying down something? I can't do the hitch knot on both sides. If I want a simple knot, that I just need to tie one side. I mean, I know how to do the hitch. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do the. Let's do that. Okay. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I am tripping. So for this one, it'll be boom under. I was right. We almost finished off. 2. Alrighty. Now, we have 2 of these on this side. It's going to be over and under. Now, thing ain't going nowhere. But what I love about this is adjustable. So you'll adjust it to whatever. Let's say on that side, that thing ain't going. Okay. I'm just learning, doing what I learn. After I do this, I feel like today will be a successful day. Sorry, another day, but this day would be a successful day. All right, so bada boom. Let's say we have 1. Boom. And what you're gonna have in this, you're gonna go under. That thing as tight as you can. Tight if you like. And then what's gonna happen is here. Another one. Leaving this here, y'all. And I am gonna end the stream. And there you go. Like if I were to tie this down, like that thing were not, it's not going nowhere. But there you go. Yeah. There you go. right, y'all. That's it for me. I'm tired. That was the bowline knot, the tight hitch, taut line hitch. There's two. There was another one that I didn't do. And then you have the butterfly. And then you have the simple trucker's hitch. Okay. I'm out of here. Peace. I hope you guys learned something.